Inside South Carolina schools, education expected to be a top priority when the governor makes his State of the State address tonight. We have two teachers joining us today, Lisa Ellis and Nicole Walker with SC for Ed. But I want to set up front and make it clear up front, rather, both of you are teachers. You're in the classroom every single day.
Full time.
So, Lisa, let me ask you this. Both of you can respond to this briefly. What was it that you and your colleagues experienced in your classroom, your schools, that inspired you to move into activism and politics with SC for Ed?
It started, I had a rough year school-wise last year and just wanted to know if there was anybody else that felt the same way, and created a Facebook group one night and went to bed, and then over the next 2 weeks it grew by 1,000 people a day. So clearly I wasn't the only one that was feeling the way that I was, and I quickly roped in some dear friends to say, hey, this is a lot bigger than I expected, can you help out? And it started out as a community of teachers to just sort of get, build relationships and help each other out. But we realized that there were so many problems within the South Carolina educational system that we couldn't just sit there and do nothing. It was time for us to step up and make things better.
And Nicole, what I've heard from teachers is that SC for Ed gave them a voice that they didn't feel like they had before, because as teachers, some of them don't feel comfortable speaking out and challenging, board members and lawmakers. And quite frankly, that's just not their lane, so to speak. They'd much rather be in the classroom teaching. But how did you drill down on what the main agenda items would be for SC for Ed?
Well, I think that through conversation in the Facebook group, we also toured the state and did a lot of one-on-one conversations with teachers. And so we were sort of able to identify the key issues. Obviously, funding is a huge issue. And we felt like that really connects a lot of the smaller issues. When you talk about oversized classrooms, when you talk about problems with discipline, a lot of it comes down to, if we had funding to afford the number of full-time teachers that we need, we'd have smaller class sizes, better relationships amongst peers and teacher to peer, and we'd be able to solve a lot of those issues.
So, Lisa, Lobby Day, Money Day, coming up at the State House on January 29th. Talk to me about the goal of that day.
The goal is to put teachers in front of the legislature. For so long, we've realized that we haven't had an actual voice there, that senators and House members were not understanding what was going on in the classroom. And so we are encouraging teachers to go and share their stories and how they can make a difference from the policy level.
Well, we have the information about the Lobby Day. We'll share with you on our viewers. I'll also post it on my Facebook page for those who are interested in finding out more. And Lisa and Nicole will be back with us in our second half hour. Teacher pay, also a big issue up for debate at the State House. The governor is proposing a 5% pay increase. We'll talk more about why SC for Ed thinks it should be 10%. You can weigh in right now. We have a poll on our Facebook page for WIS. So stay tuned for more in our next half hour.